Hola amigos, aquí en un nuevo episodio de Vampyr con Dacha Space, y donde lo dejamos en el capítulo anterior en el que llegamos a Whitechapel a enfrentar a la enfermera Crane. Y bueno, ahora iremos en busca de los ciudadanos para poder sanarlos y recolectar algunas pistas de ellos, y a ver si podemos realizar sus misiones también. Vamos a revisar acá el menú de los ciudadanos y debemos hacer tratamiento para la fatiga. Ya, uno para la fatiga. Migraña no tenemos, 2 fatiga, bronquitis, resfrío, resfrío, 2 resfrío, un bronquitis, 2 fatiga. A ver si lo elaboro acá. No. Ah, ya tenía para la fatiga. Ah. Bronquitis y era 2 resfríos, ¿cierto? Vamos a hacer otro. Ya, listo. También quedan algunas cosas ahí. No sé si puedo suspender esta arma. ¿Y esta que es la otra que usamos? Esta sí. Ni siquiera la he usado, pero igual. Bueno, unimos. Ah, mira qué bonito. Porque necesitamos un poco de sangre. Para que no se den cuenta. No te muerdas. Coleccionable. Y en realidad me hicieron más daño de lo que yo necesitaba. ¿Puedo abrir esto? Ya había otra puerta. Ah, pero no puedo entrar por ahí. ¿Y esta? No sé dónde estoy acá. No, tenía que salir por el otro lado, parece. Ya, entonces vamos a hablar con estos ciudadanos que están acá. Con este de acá primero.
You again? What do you want this time?
May I ask what you do around?
I'll do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you,
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you?
this part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Nos faltan
Goodbye,
pistas.
Mr. Peterson.
Vamos a hablar con el comerciante.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never... How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed any...
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all?
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
No tenemos más pistas, no.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Pero ahora tenemos una de... ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde fue? ¿Ahí arriba? ¿Vista? Y viene subiendo.
So you only hurt people because you care about me? Is that it?
Don't be such a brat. I do what I must to provide us with food and medicine, that's all.
Mum would never have let you bully an old friend like Mr. Lewis. Shame on you.
Harry, I'm your father and I love you. But don't you ever speak to me like that again.
What? You're gonna beat me too?
Jesus. Give me patience.
Tenemos nuevas pistas disponibles, así que vamos a ir a hablar con... A ver si podemos entrar en la casa entonces.
I suspect they would rather not be disturbed for now.
You again?
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons. And that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Why is your...
Harry and I are so different.
Why not change that?
How dare you tell me what I should have...
I mean, no...
No matter where we live...
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson. Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Vamos a echar un vistazo antes de hablar con él. Si hay algo importante. Carta de rechazo. Tenemos otra pista. Seleccionable.
It's locked, all right.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So,
I'm not bothered.
how do you feel?
I'm fine. My father isn't.
Forgive my blunt.
Why should I?
You have a...
That's exactly what...
If life... So that's why you stayed.
I'm not afraid of disease.
You and...
No, never.
What is going on?
It's his job.
Your
I
father...
was young then. I don't remember Mr.
Have you...
I don't go out.
But you...
Am I not?
Would it ease tension?
Can't say.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect.
Goodbye, young man. Take care
Tiene fatiga.
of yourself.
Vamos a curar a alguien por la parte baja.
So,
I'm not bothered.
do you need any medical help?
Yes, I do.
You've...
I'm not sure.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Tenemos otra pista ahora.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid. Cheap price.
Good evening.
His father.
Have you any friend?
No.
You sent...
As a troop,
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel.
What do you mean when you say that I...
All scientists are intact,
Quite a judgmental...
but you are seeking on.
Well, I suppose...
As a doctor, you must be aware.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally...
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion...
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
El fuego purificador. ¿Ya?
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire.
Your lack of faith is predictable.
You're mad and dangerous.
My son,
Joseph, a fool.
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Don't be
I'm not looking for...
All right, then.
Christina...
I don't like dog.
Considering...
If it is going to happen,
You could...
and you think that would worry me,
Tell me about it.
Are you joking?
I have no I always thought...
You know, this month...
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Bien, entonces podríamos realizar esta misión. La vamos a rastrear. Primera misión. Entonces está aquí. Sí, marca. Allá.
This could be the box Lewis thought he lost. A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife, addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder?
Nos devolvemos por acá, ¿era cierto?
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look? Fancy?
You never... I found this box.
Let's have a look.
I suppose I would...
Luck is a commodity round it.
About this package. It's not just...
I don't want to be rude or anything.
Joe Peter.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once at
What can you...
Colossus.
It's never...
We've all had some... And nobody... Yeah, I did.
Did you ever...
Never.
Do you mean...
No one will ever know.
What do you know of Harry Peter?
Harry's a good boy, but he's...
What troubles him exactly?
Well, despite being his father's son, almost...
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
So pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you? I'm cheap and I'm clean, I promise. Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle and I'll be
Ahí viene.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle and I'll be... I'm cheap You still want more from Christina?
When we spent the night together, my wallet went missing.
Are you calling me a thief? I don't have your stupid wallet.
I know you. You're a nice girl. Can't we solve this amicably?
No, I don't think so. And if you think you know me just because we shared the bed together, you're just a lousy and arrogant journalist.
Tenemos una nueva misión entonces. No, no.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
That some... Christina Popper...
Of course I do.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Ya, ¿y a dónde se fue esta otra señora? Allá.
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Did you steal Clayton Darby's wallet? Tell me the truth, Christina.
Of course I stole it, but I never thought he would come back to look for it.
Why did you do it? He seems to trust you.
For a time, I thought he was different from other men. In the end, he just wanted to sleep with me, same as the others.
Perhaps Clayton is different. Maybe you two should talk. A conversation couldn't hurt.
I know what I am and what people call me. I sleep with men for money. If I can accept that, why can't he? No. My future is with the ones I love, not with Clayton Darby.
The ones you love? The money you stole is not for you, then?
My brother is still in our hometown in Romania. I am the only one who can buy him a ticket to England.
Tell me, Christina, is it worth risking your health and your life for your brother's safety?
He's the only family I have left. I had to leave Romania without him. I can't be happy until he is near me again.
I understand your concern. I spent many months away from my family.
Every time I write to him, I fear I won't receive an answer. It kills me to know he is still there.
But what about your life, Christina? Are you so worried about your brother's survival that you'll risk your own?
You think you know it all because you fought in the war. But my brother is no soldier.
I know. We all understand the risks to soldiers, but we don't necessarily recognize...
Yes. Wars are decided by rich men who will never take the risk of being shot, raped, or maimed.
Does your brother know what you do?
Don't be simple, of course not. And he...
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Ese es el padre loco. Y...
taken up my father's business.
Who distribute flowers at this hour?
Good evening, sir.
If you're here for a reward...
I'm not here for a bounty.
A doctor? In Whitechapel?
Do you require assistance?
Not me, but your skills could...
It's That's an
I don't see why I should share...
What happened?
That's simple.
Mr. Bates.
I understand, Doc... So it's a no.
What?
I offer...
I see.
Well...
In other words...
Begging your pardon.
Tell
People are just...
What do you mean?
People are act...
You seem...
Not much.
You'd better not... I want...
Well...
Take this as...
Really?
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith that...
Good evening.
Tell me,
The region itself is something to see.
what do you think?
Most of them are afraid or desperate.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody...
Goodbye, Miss
Aún no
Swan.
tenemos pistas de ella, así que
Perhaps we'll talk again.
vamos a seguir por acá.
I won't end up another drunk arse on the streets. Not me.
¿De dónde va?
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
¿Podemos seguir? ¿Por dónde?
There it is. Harmonil for severe anxiety and nervous disposition. Thanks for nothing, old fart. I'll get a good price for your precious pills.
Ya que tenemos pistas sobre él, vamos a ir a ver. A ver qué está pasando, por qué roba esa medicina.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
It is clear that you have a somewhat contentious relationship with your father.
Oh, really? Nothing clever to say?
He's an alcoholic. That must make life difficult.
Oh, no, it's perfectly fine. No money, no home, no friends to lend a hand. My father should have died in France.
War can change you. I have seen many men who have lost their wits on the battlefield.
I'm not going to lose any more time with that drunken arse. Me? I prefer to take my chances with the wet boot boys.
Why did you try to steal your father's medication?
Why shouldn't I?
Your father seems to hold quite a grudge against.
Man's a walking gin bottle. I ain't seen him sober since he got back from the war. But the gun? Now that is a surprise.
Why do you want to join a gang, Albert?
I'm not going to spend the rest of my life sleeping under bridges.
I understand that living in...
I'm not a child anymore. I'm old enough to do what needs to be done.
Surely there is more...
Don't make me laugh.
Goodbye, young man.
Quiero ver si puedo hablar con el padre ahora, que andaba por acá. Estaba por aquí, ¿no?
Good evening.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
What can...
Nothing to say.
You don't...
Not since the death of my wife.
You...
Yeah, I had a wife.
Perhaps you could focus...
I'm sick.
Whatever...
I swear I didn't want to hit him.
Did you...
Barely survived the war. Just to come back and see my wife die of the flu. And my son turn into a petty thug.
Protect your son, Benjamin. Don't you see?
Well, according to him, everything's my fault. We've nothing left to say or to save.
Yours?
No, I wasn't.
You had better speak to Albert.
I'm afraid it's too late.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a...
Migraña, no tengo para migraña, falta eso. ¿Debería sonar el dedo? ¿Dónde estaba el callejón? Casi lo voy a sonar. Pero, ¿dónde está él?
How are you, boy? Do you need us?
Please.
There you go.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man.
Ya, y entonces nos queda hablar con la muda. Con la muda. Con la florista. ¿Qué florista? ¿Dónde estaba la entrada? Siempre me... Aquí. Un callejón.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
¿Estás por aquí?
There is something going on in this district. I don't know what.
Sí.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. I know you... Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Tell me about Richard Nithercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. Hello, Camellia. How are you, partner? Come on, girl. Smile. Don't you know Dorothy and I have an agreement? We're on the same side. No? All right then, as you wish. Very well. Goodbye then.
Vamos a ir para acá a investigar un poco porque creo que por estos lados de acá no vamos a ir. Vamos a ir por acá. Y esto también. Ah, no me digas. Ay, aquí recién. Creo que hay una manera de sin tener que pelear. Con esto no la voy a poder salvar. Rumano. Vamos a ir a hablar con el periodista entonces.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Tell me, Clayton, do you really think this young woman stole your wallet?
Christina. Yes. I recently met her. A nice girl, despite her questionable conduct.
How exactly did you meet Christina?
During my investigation, I offered my hotel room to her to rest and get away from the street.
And what happened?
The next morning, my wallet and my watch had disappeared. I suppose that's what you get for being a good Samaritan.
Oh.
If you are going to sleep with a lady of the night, Clayton, I would advise you to be cautious.
I can't really be mad at her, though. She's just trying to survive. She doesn't have many options.
Do you know that Christina is hoping to pay for her brother to travel to England in the near future?
I see. No, she didn't tell me that. But that explains many things.
Do you believe she will ever see her brother again?
As long as the war rages in Europe, I'm afraid her chances of seeing her brother again are slim to none.
Was it wise to become so intimate with a woman you were supposed to interview, Clayton?
Maybe it was. But I have learned to look for the inner truth and beauty in people.
I apologize. I didn't mean to be rude. What can you tell me about this woman?
She is very sensitive. So nostalgic about her country. I saw her cry once because she'd lost a precious souvenir from her homeland.
What was it?
A scarf her brother gave her before she came to England.
Why are you so concerned? You seem to have something on your mind, Mr. Darby.
That we could make peace if I could find it and give it back to her. But I'm afraid she lost the scarf somewhere during her night shift.
I found this scarf. I believe its owner would be happier to receive it from you.
Dr. Reed, I may be a humble and dogged reporter, but I recognize a gentleman when I see one. Take this for your trouble.
Mr. Darby, I believe your feelings for Christina are deeper than you might admit.
I'm the journalist here. I'm the one who makes assertions.
But as a journalist, you also have to honor the truth. So, what is the truth about you and Christina?
I won't use the word romance, but yes, I do care for her. A lot. I hope the feeling is mutual. Ridiculous, is it not?
I believe love has neither boundaries nor rules, Mr. Darby, even if society says the opposite.
I hope more people will listen to your advice, Doctor. Starting with Christina.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Ah, pero mira, lo podemos curar. Vamos a aprovechar de curar.
Good evening.
Do you need...
That would be...
If you...
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Veníamos de acá. No, para allá. Ay, no, sí.
Soon the time will come when you will all be
Mi padre
judged
loco.
for your sins.
Quiere quemarlos a todos.
Good evening, Christina. Do you need any assistance?
It depends.
I'm...
Forgive me.
Clayton's...
That is the least of my...
If you had...
That men are...
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Ya. Y por este lado está al costado de la iglesia donde estaban las floristas, ¿cierto? Sí, por aquí. Entonces creo que podemos... Hay una entrada acá. más al costado.
Good evening.
And good evening to...
Do you need medical...
It may... The nutrition of my mind is more important.
Did you know the
No, I didn't. Guilty.
Are you not?
That girl has...
I'll leave you alone, sir.
¿Qué más nos quedaba por administrarle a él y a él? ¿Dónde lo encuentro? A varios papeles con su casa. Ah. A ti ya te curé. Para allá no es. Por allá tampoco. Ah. Ah, por acá.
Take a look. Don't be afraid.
A él también lo van a aprovechar de...
Maybe it's
Pero
time
ya lo curé a él.
to see if this...
Mr.
Evening.
Since I...
Well...
In fact... Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Ya, y entonces me falta...
Giving faith again.
Espero que me quede.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Doc.
¿Y a dónde fue?
Yes?
Do you need some help? Well?
Free drugs from an...
Tell me...
I do not...
Como que me... Creo que me falta alguna pista ahí.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Creo que ya pudimos recolectar la mayoría de las pistas de estos ciudadanos. Completo. Faltan las del padre. Las tenemos. Y ya no tenemos ninguna pista. De él nos falta una pista. Tenemos. Y allá no sabemos quién es.
Maybe it's time to see if this Christina is still working nearby. A lot of people are talking about this Colossus. Perhaps I should look into it.
De tantas vueltas que me he dado por acá, por la ciudad,
Please, I don't have your money.
igual me voy
Come on,
acostumbrando
Barrett, you
y
know the
creo que me
game,
voy
you pay
perdiendo un
for
poco
peace
menos.
of mind.
Podemos saltar directamente por allá. Por acá. Bueno amigos, hasta aquí entonces el episodio de este fantástico juego en el que conocimos un poco más de los ciudadanos de Whitechapel y los ayudamos a completar algunas de sus misiones, que ya pasan a ser como misiones secundarias de la historia, pero me gusta indagar y ojalá hacer todas las cosas que te da el modo historia en este juego. Y bueno, en el próximo episodio entonces nos toca volver al hospital para poder seguir resolviendo estos misterios que envuelven a nuestro querido personaje, el Dr. Vampyr. Así que quédate pendiente al próximo lunes. Muchos besitos a todos.